is a Zenith. I don't remember the model number. Had at one point a photo finish here. Needs to be refinished. It's coming up to that time of year. Knob is broken, one is missing. Well, I actually have one over there, but it's the wrong one. The inside is not in the best shape. The cord is obviously bad. So we'll see what we can do with this. I don't know about recreating this photo finish. I think that's going to be an issue. So we'll see. Well, here we are underneath the chassis. It's definitely had some activity in it at some point. There's good and bad news. Good news is that looks like the oscillator coil looks okay, and so does this little RF coil. Bad news is the push buttons will never work again. They've been completely destroyed. The paper covering is gone completely, as is most of the fine wire and coils, so don't mind all the road noise. So the push buttons are done, but that's okay. I don't really care about them. Cord has obviously been spliced, you can tell. Just cut that off, that's not a big deal. Let's look on top. Pretty dirty. No burnt marks on the transformer. Just needs a lot of cleaning. I'll probably spray it off and let it sit for a while. This Lysol kitchen cleaner actually works great for this kind of stuff, so I'm going to use that probably. Okay, it cleaned up a little bit. A little bit of rust here and there. It's not too bad. Probably paint that transformer. Dial looks pretty good. I'd probably take that off and clean it better. It says just an initial cleaning. So definitely not as bad as I thought it would be. The cabinet, however, that's going to need to be completely refinished. I mean, completely. New everything. New speaker cloth. New, something to do with this photo finish. I don't know how I'm going to fix that. I may not be able to fix that. I don't know. Let's see what I can do with that. Yeah, it's a mess. So for this little bit of rust here, we're going to use this navel jelly. Let's put a little on it. I don't know if I can even pull the tube out. It's just there and there. So we'll put the stuff on it. It'll just stop it from rusting. Alright, we're going to check the speaker on the Zenith. See if we have a good speaker or not. Let's take a look. So we'll clip to one side here. That's fine. And then we'll clip, or just let everything fall on the floor. Clip to one side. Here. Let's see what we get. 680K. Okay. It's probably the output transformer. Let's try the field coil. Okay, I'll do that one. Come on. It'd be nice to be able to just clip this on, right? You'd think. How to do everything with one hand. Alright, let's check that. 1.7K. So we have a good field coil, and at least the primary side of the output transformer is okay. So that's something. Speaker is good. Now here comes the fun part. We're going to check to see if the power transformer has any life to it. Now keep in mind that this uses a 6X5, and the 6X5 is notorious for shorting. And basically what happens, it's the heater, the filament and the cathode short together, and that puts a huge load on the transformer. Just instantly within 30 seconds it's done. So that's very bad. And we will find out if this has had that happen. The These radios were not such a big deal. It's really the biggest ones that had the issue were the big consoles. You know, the 6X5 was made for car radios, not consoles. And they put these in 11, 12 tube sets. And it just, you know, it wasn't made to do that. And the circuit design was poor. So let me see if I can even get in here. I think this is the secondary. I don't know. It's really hard to see this. God forbid I can actually get to it. Of course I can't with all this junk in the way. Let's see. Okay. 886 ohms. 886K, I'm sorry. Is that right? Okay, this is impossible to try and film. I tried it, but the you measure there to this center tap, which is down there, hidden. And each side, one's 474, the other's 417, so they're pretty close. Now, this is not a complete, you know, verification of the transformer being good, but it is generally what I would expect. The wiring in this, I mean, definitely we've had some furry friends in here at some point, and this whole push button assembly, there's no fixing that. It's just, it's junk. The only way to fix that would be to find another radio that has a good push button assembly, maybe a bad transformer or something, and just use that. But, you know, like I said, I don't really care about that as long as I can get the actual radio playing. And there's the oscillator coil there. It looks okay. It looks pretty good. So basically at this point, what we have to do is replace lots of capacitors and hope it works. We at least verified the transformer is probably good and the speaker is definitely good. Went ahead and I changed the electrolytics. 210s, I believe. I hope I got the right value. I think so. Then we've got all these other caps to change. Okay, I went ahead and I replaced all the capacitors. I replaced this one wire. It was pretty much bare. This one's almost bare, but it's got no voltage on it. Yeah, so there's one other wire underneath that's not touching anything. That's kind of bare. I'll probably leave it. It was too hard to get to. Other than that, we've got everything changed. So the next step is to put a power cord on it and probably put a fuse in it. Okay, we are going to go power this on. I'm going to bring it up on the Variac slow. Got a fuse in there, so if anything really goes wrong, that'll blow first. I've got my light bulb in series, and I've got the Variac, which is here. I need to do something to make this a little better, but anyway, let's go ahead. We'll turn it on at 0 volts, and we'll give it 10 volts. Okay. I see some, I've got the Variac on 30 volts. We have this set on DC. I should probably move this in the picture so you can see it. This is the B plus voltage. 35 volts. Yeah, we're getting something, 35 volts. Getting good B plus. Yeah, it's going down. This is good. Let's bring it up to 45. I think about 70 volts is when I'll hear something, if I hear anything. We're at 70. I don't hear anything. Wait.
Don't do it. LifeVac, the original choking rescue device that saves lives. Total Orthopedics, the experts at getting you back to being you. Peerless boilers and pavilion tankless water heaters.
85 volts. Guaranteed.
We're very blessed, Fairfield Cares is very blessed to have a wonderful relationship with the schools in our town to survey students every 2 years around substance use and other behaviors. And really...
in common with our product.
I don't think we're going to need an alignment. Seems to be performing okay.
Attempt future buyers. I'm Tracy Johnke, Bloomberg Daybreak Asia.
Meantime, Ford shares... Take care with life insurance. Protect your phones, laptops, and more with electronic device insurance, and cover your
I wonder if they would
pet health insurance.
cover a 1939 Zenith radio. I don't think so. Alright, yeah, it works, so that was easy. Well, maybe not. What do we have to do now? Well, not much. I mean, really. Like I said, the push buttons are never going to work again, unfortunately. That's just what it is. Speaker still needs to be repaired. There's a little hole in it, but otherwise it's not rubbing or anything. But that should be an easy fix. I do want to take this off and just clean the dial, clean behind it, etc. Probably clean the chassis a little better, just to kind of improve the look of that. Because, you know, the rust removal stuff, you know, leaves behind, you know, bare metal. I could probably put something clear over that. I could repaint this if I wanted. I don't know. I don't think I'll go that far with this, but could use a little more cleaning. The transformer needs to be painted. That's the thing you see from the back. So if I can get that painted and nice looking, that's better. I would like to put a 6X5 WGT in here if I'm going to use it. I don't know if I will. I think the goal here is just get this working, and then probably I will end up not doing much with it. But it definitely, the big next step is going to be the cabinet. Cabinet's a big thing, especially with that photo finish. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I might just, you know, do a regular finish and just whatever. I haven't decided yet. Okay, I'm going to try using lacquer thinner to try and remove this old finish. It's mostly gone, but I think it's going to come off pretty easily, so we'll find out. So we've stripped the finish off, sanded it. It's pretty smooth. This, not so smooth, not so great looking. I'm never going to be able to recreate that, so I'm going to leave on what I can. A little here and there. I'm going to fill it in with the grain filler. Once they do that, that'll dry, scrape it off, and we will see what it looks like. So I'm going over this here. Even. Doesn't look bad. To the side here. Bad. Do this side. I'm going to paint that black in between there so that won't show. You know, this photo finish is not perfect, but that's okay. Let's do the front again. Okay, I've masked off the area that I want to spray, and I'm just going to go ahead and spray it. Here, you can see I kind of started. Let it dry and do another coat. Okay, that's with the final coat on it. Clear. Looks pretty good. Semi-gloss, which is what I prefer. I don't like these too shiny. So yeah. So here's the Zenith.
And he gets Alvarez to bounce into the 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. And that was the turning point of the game. Be listening tomorrow to WCBS 880 in the 8 a.m. hour for your chance to call in and be the 88th caller. If you can correctly identify the turning point of the game, you will win a pair.
And Valspar medallion. And in tonight's Back to Blue. Financing details 3649.
Pretty acceptable performance. 660.
The teens in foster care will love you just
600, our local station.
AdoptUSKids.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human
Tone
Services.
control.
Adopt U.S. Kids.
4 hits, 2 runs earned.
880. 900.
Whose lives they saved.
1010.
27th annual second chance.
Now the real question is, will it get 1020? There's 1020, KDKA. That's probably 1030. We're at night, obviously.
ABC 7 Eyewitness News, Jaden, who's has made a full logical recovery.
That's 1010.
Debt-feeding negotiators moved their talks back to the White House today. Those F-16s, but
1020.
Meeting. So what about the much this means ability of default amid the
Pretty good selectivity.
Corinne Jean-Pierre insisting the worst that can happen. Advisors LLC insurance services are offered through Hack and Wolf.
Not bad.
You can barely tell. Like,
That's 1030. That's WBZ in Boston. Yeah. This is one of those that just came out way better than I could have ever thought. Really shocking. Doesn't like my phone, which is fine. 2 reproduction knobs, you can tell the difference, but it's not that bad. This was a big project, but honestly, I was very happy with it. Very happy with the way it came out.